What's good? What up, everybody? Let me pull up on the laptop so I can read all that shit too. It's easier to read the chat off the laptop. How's everybody doing? Wait for the rest of the people to show up. So it's just Q&A today. Whatever you want to ask, whatever you want to talk about, we can talk about it. I'm going to shoot a bunch of YouTube content today. And we'll probably live stream like IRL tomorrow or the next day. I need to shoot like my 2 videos a day for like a week today. So I'm going to go to the gym after we do this. And after the gym, I will go for a run. And then after the run, I will go shoot videos. And then maybe I'll take a swim tonight at like 6 or 7. What's up, dude? What's up, guys? Twitch vibes. I don't think we're getting Twitch back. So the streaming's going to be on here. I created a streaming channel, IRL streaming for YouTube, that I'm going to start plugging on every video. So if we can get that up to 500, then I can stream on that. How is apartment shopping handled? Apartment hunting's really easy, dude. You just go on like, I used Housing for my first apartment. It's just like, you can just Google, find an apartment in Ho Chi Minh. Housing's a pretty good app, and then you'll get an agent, and then you'll give him what you're looking for, and he'll find places for you and take you to them, and you'll take a look at them. I've learned though that I like Vin Homes. My name is Wasim. I really like your videos. I already visited Vietnam. What's up, Wasim? Yeah, man, it's a good place to live and work. It's very affordable. Quality of life here is pretty good. As long as you're making $1,000 or $2,000 a month, you're good to go. You can even make it on $1,000 here a month if you stayed in like a shitty apartment. But yeah, getting an apartment's really easy. I can help you get an apartment. Not for free, of course, but yeah, I can help you get an apartment, like a good apartment. After COVID's going to be the time to move here. Apartments are going to be the cheapest they've been in, I don't know, 5 or 7 years here. I mean, my apartment goes for like, just focus straight on YouTube. Yeah, I lost a little bit of focus off my YouTube. So, what's up, Owen? So now I'm really, you can see I'm putting out like almost 2 videos a day on YouTube. I'm really heavy focused on YouTube. Definitely took away from me doing YouTube properly. Let's see, I'm in Ho Chi Minh. Are you thinking around next summer as a legitimate time to come? I was thinking that, but if there wouldn't have been a second wave, I think summer's still, it's possible. I don't think you're going to be able to come for like a travel. Do you miss the US? No, not even a little bit. Just like in and out. And a couple pizza places. I'm waiting, open visit visa. Are COVID tests available, or is it tough to get? I think you could get one. I think you just go to the hospital and say, I think I have COVID. Hello. Yeah, Da Nang sucks right now. I mean, you're locked down in Da Nang. Da Nang's not the place to be. That's the new epicenter. They did buy the Russian vaccine. Willing to share there are no hookups anymore. They're all gone. All the places closed. But I DJ techno, trance, and house. Cambodia. I think Cambodia will open soon. I don't think there's ever going to be a vaccine. They're going to only be able to do a vaccine for one strain, and there's like 55 strains of this thing. He sells pizza next to the Dragon Bridge. Who sells pizza next to the Dragon Bridge? Have a friend. Oh, okay, I see. Are you returning to Twitch? I don't think we're going to get Twitch back. I don't think that's going to happen, so probably not. Have to pay taxes. I've been approved for a visa. Where have you been approved for a visa at? Cambodia or here? Cambodia. Can you get into Cambodia? I think Cambodia is open, right? I think Thailand you can get into too if I read it right. Cambodia is iffy. It's not my thing. Is Vietnam rooting for Trump or Biden? they're voting for they like Trump. How do you make money to pay your bills besides social media? I just make my money off YouTube. I work really hard at it. I mean, shooting 2 videos a day takes a lot of time. Down soon in Ho Chi Minh. Yeah, if there's a Thailand now is pretty much COVID free, but we'll be a while before tourists come back. I think the same. I mean, I think we still have less cases than Thailand. 3K, Jesus. I would say fall 2021 smart. You need to deposit 3K. That's insane. If you know how. I'm gonna go do Baba's review. Hello, what's up, dude? We have 0 transmitted. How long have you guys had 0 transmissions? You're in Thailand, right? That's still, I don't know, man. I don't want to deposit $2,000 just to get to a country. 80 days. I mean, you guys probably have more cases, just like in Vietnam. There'll probably be a second wave. I haven't seen any country not have a second wave. I hope not. I hope, you know. I think Thailand's probably doing what Vietnam did and kind of just stopped testing for a little bit. Like, I think after, you know, Vietnam had like 50, 60 days, they just went real light on the testing. Like, pretty much essentially stopped testing. And if somebody came in with, you know, pneumonia, they just ruled it as pneumonia instead of testing for it. How much to pay to get rid of the sideburns? You could give me. I wouldn't get rid of them. You can get it back minus the first test and other. I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to do that, man. I'd probably just stay put until shit's easier to get into a country. That doesn't sound like fun to me. And the 14 days sucks. I've had 2 friends do it. In government hotels. That's how it should be. Yeah, I would too, man, but like that does not sound fun, dude. I think realistically, you know, it's going to be 6 months before any kind of like proper. How much is your monthly budget? These are a lot of questions. These are all findable answers on my channel through other videos. Lots of foreigners stranded. Take the money. You can throw them back. Take the money. If you donate $100, I'll shave them off, dude. Yeah, legit. Smite. Legit. They changed all the visa shit here in July 1st. You can no longer get a visa easily here. 1 week before the lockdown. From Thailand? You were in Da Nang? How the fuck did you pull that off? I've been living in Vietnam for a year and 3 or 4 months. How's the weed situation? You can get weed. We should find the answers from people. Okay, so Q. I mean, it's Q&A, but like this stuff's been covered, dude. I'll answer most questions as can, but like elite in 2004. Elite visa. That who's paying that elite visa fee though? That shit's crazy. I was vacationing in Da Nang. How did you get here though? Like it's been closed. I'm confused. How'd you get into Vietnam? When is the next one? It's easier to get hard drugs than soft drugs. It's actually really easy to get good cannabis here. I have a bunch of friends that smoke weed and they get it no problem. What's the nicest apartment complex in Vinhome's Golden River is rated the #1 apartment. I'm asking about the weed because it isn't covered. It is very accessible. And do they set you up? No, it's illegal here, but it's easy to get. You can find weed here. You just got to make a connection. I would not buy that visa. 35,000. That's no way. That is not a viable option for me. My monthly bills are around 1,000, 1,200. Yeah, I've seen people with all kinds of high end weed. They import it in from America. It's imported from California. Did they lower your rent? Yeah, I think they're gonna lower the rent. 16,000? No way. No way. You can still get like you can get a visa here. You can get like 1 year work visa pretty affordably. I mean, I've never seen people be too stealthy. You go to like an expat area, like that expat bar. There's an expat bar, a real big one on Boy Vane, and they're fucking rolling joints outside, smoking weed all over the place. Do you miss the USA? No, I've been here 10 years doing 1 year visa. It's pretty easy. Yeah, the 1 year visa is pretty easy to do here. Still, it's gone up in price, but it can be done. I'm currently in Florida. Did you get the 1 year visa? I would have got the 1 year. How the education works is ones who raise a family. You can get good. Yeah, some old guy hit a bong on the street once. Yeah, you'll see lots of cannabis use in the expat area. I've been doing 10 years. Yeah, I do. We pay $60. I you, I don't know of anywhere you can get $60 for Vietnam visa. I don't know about Thailand though. I don't know shit about Thailand visa. Vietnam changed all their shit on July 1st for not the good, for the worst. And they felt, it used to be pretty easy to get an investor visa. You used to have, it was like you could have $2,000 or $3,000, and then that would get you like a 2 to 5 year visa if you could just show that you had that available. And they saw people, they weren't getting enough tax, so now they've changed that, and now they want you to show like that you literally have $300,000 US. It seems like your girlfriend has she been busy doing something else? She works, man. Nice full size fridge. What are some positions considered skilled expert? The way I read it, teaching is not a skilled expert thing. So like we actually talked to somebody about this. I paid around $50 for 30 days. Yeah, that's about right. That sucks about the investor visa. Yeah, it does, dude. But there's other ways to do that. Like I'm gonna do a work permit. We got upvote. I'm already sub, but I have not delved into much making. It's the best way for a candidate to hook you up and donate. PayPal.me backslash or front slash fat and broke, and you'll see my ugly mug when you're on the PayPal.me. If you're marrying local, you can get 5 year visa, but you have to leave every 6 months. Software developer. You don't have to do that, Smiling Knight. You get a 5 year visa and you have to redo your stamp. I don't know what it is on what the new law changes after July 1st on the stamp redoing. They're getting quirky with they're getting weird with their law. Kind of high right now. Please hit up the inbox. I got you. Would you recommend to go? What would you recommend to go and start working on? I know you said you did IC stuff, but it's pretty broad. Said you said a lot more subscribers. It's all good, dude. We'll get there. Or lady. I'm not worried about the subscriber count. I just keep making content. I make more content than like 98% of other YouTubers, so if I continue to work that hard, it'll pay off. It sucks that I didn't get to hit, we were going to go to another island. That Hans on Island series did so well and got us so many people. It sucks. You can't get a tourist. Yeah, you can't get a tourist visa. Actually, you can. So you can get the visa. So if you applied at like in America and applied for a tourism 1 year visa, you'll get it. Is there a website? So we talked to somebody about. Sorry, I had to pull it up on my laptops because I'm missing so many chat. What is that? Do you have beef with any other? I don't have beef with anyone. Hi from Canada. I love your videos. Thanks, man. You can get a tourist visa. Hold on. There's so many questions coming in. Is that a fake Under Armour hat from Vietnam? Yes, it is. Do you recommend getting to work? Teaching's the best work here, but teaching was not on the expert list. So people that are getting in, I haven't heard back from the Vietnam embassy. Did you go through the website that I recommended on how to get a Vietnam visa? The direct embassy website? They text you immediately. They have a great system. So you'll get approved by text within an hour of doing it if you go through the proper site, the actual embassy site. There's so many different sites out there that you can ask. However, there are many expat local David K. Is there a website that lists all the skilled experts? Thanks, Wandering Wolf. David K. Even if I did get it, I couldn't get in. That is the thing, but that is the thing. Why is teaching the best work there? It's the only thing they highly pay a skill set for because Vietnamese don't know English. So any other job like IT, all Vietnamese know how to do that. So they don't pay shit. There is no website on what's expert. Why do you leave so bushy sideburns? Why do we gotta talk about my facial hair? There is no website, but the government, there's articles on it. Like if you can dig through and find articles on what expert work is, and they consider expert work medical field or engineering, like on the subway or infrastructure or diplomatic. So those are the expert fields. Or like CEO position in a company that's going to have a large investment here, then you could get an expert visa. So the way one of my friends told me is like the way the teaching ones got in is they just said they were like an expert manager for a company. So they kind of, you can falsify documents in Vietnam very easily. Have you ever had a Vietnamese girlfriend in America? No. What do you think of all the graffiti in Saigon? That's half the reason I love your motovlog. It's pretty good graffiti. I grew up in right next to Chicago when I was a kid, and I lived in LA the last 12, 15 years. You can go to Bio. So, yeah, I don't mind graffiti. I don't care. I lived in Venice. This shit's everywhere. It was getting ridiculous when I left Venice. Seeing adding on to what Chris said before. There's a stoner group on Facebook. You can find weed. Yeah, there's Facebook groups for that shit. What's up, Jeffer? Can I get to Vietnam through Cambodia? I mean, maybe. Officially, it says no. Like they say no, no open borders. Yeah, you can get a job as long as you have, you know, it's easier to get a job if you have a TEFL and you have a basic college degree. You'll get a job very quickly and for high salary. If you have no education, you have to go through other means to get it, and it doesn't pay as well, but it's possible still. I don't pay attention to that shit. How about IT SAP consultation? IT does not pay shit, dude. It just doesn't, because Vietnamese know how to do all that shit, and a Vietnamese will do it for like $7 an hour. I was getting the craziest quotes. Like I would take, I would do bids on jobs, and they would like ask me to, one company asked me to reformat a hard drive, reset up and reinstall Windows, and set it up with all the new shit and link it into the network, and they wanted me to do it for like 80K for like $3. So, what's up, James? He's the top commenter. What's up, brother? What are the salaries for teaching English? So if you have no education, it's around $10 to $15 an hour. If you have a TEFL, it's $15 to $18 an hour. If you have a TEFL plus a college degree, it's anywhere from $20 to $30 per hour. Yeah, even Oracle and all that, they know how to program. They're like a leading country for programming and all that stuff. Are you able to get a teaching job as an 18-year-old out of high school with a TESOL? You probably could. I don't see why not. There's a real UA hat from. That's a real UA hat from China. This is a fake Under Armour hat. Rank Vietnam and American women. No, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, what the fuck? Yeah, seriously. And that wasn't the end. I did many more bids. Let's just play online poker. I don't know how to play poker. I'm from the States, but I'm Vietnamese. I love watching your content. Thanks, little woke. I got an English teaching degree, but I should get that. Yeah, get the TEFL. It just helps. The more paperwork you have now, like a year ago or 2 years ago, you could get a teaching job fairly easily without any kind of education, without anything, just being white and knowing English. But now it's become such a competitive field now. Fake clothes. The fake clothes, the Under Armour stuff is actually pretty decent. I have no problems with it. Weirdly, it's those Hawaiian shirts I wear. Those fall apart. I haven't had a hoon in 2 days. I had one hoon yesterday. I quit smoking pretty much. I've been using the Jewel play stocks. I don't have any money to waste on playing stocks, but if I did play stocks, I'd be rich because I chose a bunch of companies that are making crush killer money right now. I've been broke for years, 2 or 3 years. Yeah, I think Thailand's probably the same way though. If you know someone or go through an agency, they can hook you up with a job without those two things. Just like you're over the R15, and you said you weren't a fan of mega bikes, so I'm just curious. I'm old, dude. I'm 37. It's so uncomfortable to ride on a sports bike for longer than 20 minutes for me. So I had $3,000 when I moved here. It also depends. Or get a teaching center. Yeah. You can private tutor. My buddy private tutored with no education and made good money. He made 2,000 bucks a month. I bought a few UA shirts when they were last in Honolulu. They're great quality and good fit. Yeah, I've had no problems with the Under Armour stuff. If you're moving here with 300K, you don't have to work ever again. How many months expenses would you need until you consider yourself not broke? I don't foresee me not being not broke until I have like 100,000 subscribers. Yeah, there's a way around everything. And as far as I know, in Thailand and in Vietnam, with just the amount of money, I don't know who Ellie the bike guy is. I need two times that. Two times. Are we talking 300,000 US? 37. You're still wet behind the ears. So. I'm 39. What's up, bro? Uh, this is way better than a cigarette. I'm not coughing shit up in the morning. Don't forget us, bro. Of course not. Maybe perfect person asked, since you are from America and moved to Vietnam, did you purposely overemphasize it? Uh, no, I don't. I don't even know that I have an accent. I didn't notice. Yeah, 300,000. You could never work again if you're 39. If you managed your money right and made, if you put 300,000 in a savings account here, you can make 5 to 7% interest. So you can make money off that money. It's gone down. It was almost up to 9% before COVID. It's down to 5 to 7.5%. Yeah, e-cigarettes are legal here. It's not like Thailand. Yeah, I'm 420 friendly. I don't smoke anymore. I've talked about it before, but I used to uh, grow cannabis in California. I was a genetic creator, and then I would sell the genetics to another company, and then they say they would create it. I was like a ghost genetic creator, a ghost writer for creating new strains of weed. Vietnam inflation's lower. Don't let the high interest rates fool you. I have 2 or 3 friends that have around that amount of money. Yeah, you can get carts. I get these. Oh shit. I get Jones, which is a pretty good like alternative cart to Jewel. Tiger King. Can you get carts? Yeah. How easy is it to find a programming job? It's very competitive. The only thing they hire for IT here is like total complete management over a company, like a head leader. That pays really well, like $5,000 to $6,000 a month, but you're gotta have insane weed carts. No weed carts. I love to do the amusement park footage. The amusement parks are open, so if you have those skills, yeah, freelancing's tougher to get here. Lady Bar in Japan done. Did you still go? Is she okay with that? I don't go to lady bars in Japantown, so I don't think it was me. They're way too expensive. And yeah, she knows I go to lady bars. I did it for content. I went to Texaco Lake bars a bunch when we were doing Twitch. What bank do you use for a savings account? I have Techcom for my bank. Donson Market. Where's Donson Market? Bobby, quit the smoke. I already quit smoking. I'm just vaping now. Frank's good. I think he's in his like last day of quarantine, self quarantine. I wouldn't tell anyone you have $300,000 here when you move here. That's insane. Act like you're broke. I met Winnie when I was dead broke. She knew I was broke from the go. So that's when you'll find a real one. No, she doesn't have her own channel. What other raw things you like or enjoy? I love the content. Content helps me pretend like I'm on vacation. What's your main hustle? Can you get a nice condo? Yeah, you can get a baller condo for 150K. You can get one in Central that's really nice for 150K. I think you can even get ones here on the lower in Vinhomes Golden River on the lower floors for 150K. I'm trying to answer. There's so many questions and there's only 100 people, but I'm trying. I got the laptop up, so I'm not like missing anything. So if I miss your question, just re-ask it. I'm not trying to ignore anyone. A fucking villa. Yeah, you could buy a villa for 150K too. Like, uh, actually, I looked up all the prices of the Vinhome villas. They're very expensive. They can be like up to $1 million. How do you bring 300 over to Vietnam? I thought there was a limit to how much money you can bring over. So what you would do is you would set up an account here, and you would just wire transfer, do wire transfers until all the 300K is in. Pretty simple. Make sure they're under 10,000 so America isn't tripped off. So shuffle maybe $9,950 every few days through a wire transfer, and you're good. Or whatever your bank's limit for wire transfers are per month. HSBC, no. When do you think that could really do? I don't know when Vietnam's going to open for tourism. I was saying summer 2021. I'm going to push that until fall, maybe winter 2021. Do they charge extra for amenities? What amenities? I don't get any. I do all my own cleaning. Awesome, Jada. But honestly, if I miss somebody's question, just retype it out. Bank to bank, no limit, but will not get it back out. What's the best small business in Viet? How much you need? They have agents here, but it's a separate entity. Yeah, it's separate. Like they have Citibank here too, but it's separate, so it doesn't help you out unless you have an international account in either one of them. How did that work? I mean, she knew I had a YouTube channel, Fat and Broke. Like, it's not a satire name. I'm fat and I'm broke. It's, it's two statistically factual things. Yeah, it's probably easy. My question would be: is there an emergency? How hard would it be to transfer all your 300? You'd have to transfer it the same way. You'd transfer your wire transfer out. They're not going to let you pull out. I don't know. I don't think they would let you pull out 300K, but you would wire it out. You can wire it out. Yeah, I can wire transfer it out back into an American account. I have an American account inside the Techcom, and that's where it gets wired into to begin with. And then I have to move it out of my American Techcom into my Viet Techcom. So if I left it or transferred it back into, you could do it slowly, not immediately. Of course, you can't do a 300K wire transfer. Just having transferring back. You could do it that way, David G. No, I've not really ran into that. I'm really good with the money. Isn't there a Citibank on? Yeah, there's a Citibank all over. She doesn't have her own YouTube channel. When I was 22, fuck, I don't know, dude. 22 was not a good year. 22 wasn't a good year. 22, I think, is the year when my mom got cancer. 22 was a rough year. 22 and 23 sucked. Did the name come from Bald and Bankrupt? Didn't come from Bald and Bankrupt. Of course, I watched Bald and Bankrupt, and I liked his name. It's easy to tell people that. Counted for. Do you have any idea what you're doing with your life? Yeah, you cannot shuffle 300K at one time, but if you did it under $10,000 each time, you should be okay. Either way. Illuminati agent. I think Bald and Bankrupt's a really good talker. He's a professional bullshitter, you know, and he knows a few languages. So those two things together, when you can really talk that well, and you're be careful, the dude might be after your girl. Many are after my girl. She's loyal to me. I'm loyal to her. Yeah, Bald's not doing a lot. I don't watch anything of Tim K. I'll check on that, Spoke. My girlfriend does all that for a living, so yeah. Bald and Bankrupt got COVID real bad. He almost died. He did a whole video and then he pulled it for some reason, but I watched it. You can watch the video; it's on there. I play with the Mafia and DZ if you ever need to wire transfer. I don't know what that means, man. But yeah, that would be crazy. 10,000 legally out. That doesn't make any sense. Why would anybody ever invest here then? What about health insurance? Health insurance is about $1,000 a year for a good hospital, good care. I don't have health care here. Maybe next year I'll get it. I haven't needed it for any reason. Vietnam's great, dude. I'm loving it. Yeah, he got COVID really bad. Do they have an IKEA in Vietnam? I don't know. I've never needed to buy insurance. Almost every apartment that you'll go to rent is fully furnished, so I haven't had to worry about furniture. Mega Market had furniture though. The one I just vlogged. District 2 is the land of white people. I don't plan to move back into the U.S. anytime soon, probably ever. If I did move back to the U.S., I don't know where I'd live. Somebody asked that. I'm sorry, I didn't answer that. There's really good hospitals in Ho Chi Minh City that cater to expats. So, I mean, new life every day, you should be good to go. Yeah, getting money from the U.S. to Vietnam, you can do unlimited amounts as far as I've been told. You can just wire transfer, under 10K at a time. I don't know about getting it out though. I don't have information on getting your investment out, so I can't speak on something I don't have knowledge about until I actually get knowledge about it. What happens without medical insurance in Vietnam? Well, then you're gonna pay cash, man. That's why I drive like no faster than 30, 40 kilometers per hour. I practice Vietnamese a little bit. I know more than it seems. My pronunciation isn't always correct, but I know. James, have a good day, man. Thanks for watching. Out is the problem. Gotta run. Oh. Yeah, American OG. I can go to a couple malls. I want to do the one in D7 if it's worth it. Do you need a? No, you do not need an RX for any medicine. That's awesome. That's the good thing. So I have gout. I've talked about this before, and it's not from like drinking and shit. I've just always had high uric acid levels. So like the medicine for that, I just buy over the counter. The uric acid reduction. You miss Tito's tacos. Tito's is good shit. What else? We got to have a degree for teaching. I got mine in Canadian. A few weeks only cost and got me a work visa for 9 years. A work visa where for 9 years? They don't offer any 9-year visa here. Do you think 5,000 US dollars is enough for 6 to 8 weeks in Thailand? Yes, unless you're gonna go crazy and buy ladies up or something. Frank the Tank's back home in Texas. There's so many questions. Fuck. Friday. Oh, Japan. Okay, cool. Regarding having a degree for teaching, I got mine from a Canadian mate within a few weeks. It only cost $200 and got me a work visa for 9 years. I mean, Japan is the ultimate. I plan on moving to Japan in a few years with Winnie. Once her green card and all of her shit's lined up in America, because it's impossible to get like a visa as a Vietnamese to Japan. You have to show you have like 5,000. It's crazy the shit they make you do to just get even a travel visa to Japan. You have to go through an agency. They have to fake your paperwork for you. All kinds of shit. TG, how you doing? This is a contrast, don't you think? I don't know what you guys are talking about. RX medicine. Yes, easy to get any medicine you have to get a subscription for. You just buy it here. You just go into the pharmacy, tell them what you need, and they give it to you. Anything. Busan, I love Busan. I mean, I wanted to split in a perfect life. If I get rich, I would like to split time between Korea, Japan, and Vietnam. New life every day. There's that guy that has like millions of subs that does food reviews here. I do them when I go to a place and I feel like I want to review it. It's not like my main lane though. Monthly expenses 1,200. Yeah, David G. Yeah. Cost of living in Japan doesn't have to be absurd. I've lived in tiny little apartments, so I don't mind living in a tiny apartment for $800 a month. And if you cook your own food, not that bad. Yeah, that's how it's done here. So you could get a teaching job here if you don't have a degree. You just fake it. I'm not gonna say that though and tell you to do that. You know what I'm saying, guys? Have you been to Taipei? Yes, I've been to Taipei. Much for flight to places like China and Korea and Tokyo from Ho Chi Minh? Cheap. Flights are anywhere from $50 to $300. Very cheap. Yeah, Vietnamese claim that there is no real accidents. Well, let me tell you something. 17 people die a day in Ho Chi Minh City from motorcycle accidents. 17 people. It's the number one leading cause of death in Vietnam over everything. Over lung cancer, alcoholism. Literally the number one cause of death in Vietnam is motorbike accidents. So it drives me insane when Viets are like, it's safe. It all works. It's like a magical thing that works really great. So, no. That's why I drive so slow. Thoughts on Taiwan? Vietnamese women are emotional. I don't generalize women. So, I mean, some women are emotional, some are not. Wasn't good. Are there other 5 stars? But I don't have the money to pay for Nico's right now. They just released an article on the deaths of motorbikes today in VM Express if you want to read it. You don't have to take my word for it. Have you heard of anybody paying their way? I've heard of people getting in on expert visas as teachers. I know 2 people that got in. Yeah, home brand rules is completely correct. It can be expensive if you let it be expensive, but I'm from the 815 outside Chicago. Yo, what up? God, what the fuck is my area code? 213? I'm from the 213, right? Shit, I can't even remember my. What the fuck? I think it's 213. I'd have to look in my phone. Japan is expensive if you love beef and have a car. Yeah, if you cook your own food and get a tiny little apartment, or even do like a homestay share thing, it could be $1,000 to $1,500 a month. See some sexy lady. Thailand's got shit tons of lady boys. All the buffets are open. Everything is open here except for literally lady bars and discos. So like a club. So like 5 clubs are closed and all the lady bars are closed. Everything else is open in Ho Chi Minh right now. Downtown LA. That's where I got that. Oh shit. What the fuck is it? All I can remember is LA codes. I can't remember 219. Ah, I'm from the 219. I remember now. What district is the best to save from? Was it hard to adjust to the climate? No, I grew up in. I had summers in Florida. Winnie's 27. I'm 37. Again, I don't generalize any set women. You know, all women are pretty in all genres and colors and races and sizes. And saying, Vietnamese women are emotional is ridiculous. White women can be emotional too. Black women, I'm sure. Any color. I don't like generalizing things like that. I'm 39. Yeah, if you're a good looking dude and you got good game, not even if you're good looking, as long as you're nice. How would you invest 25K? Of course, I'm in the JDM cars. That would be my number one problem if I moved to Japan, is I would buy like a fucking Evo 4 or 5 right away. Or I would want an some early Evo 4 or 5. I think the 5s are the cheapest there right now. You can get one for like 12, 15K. 25 into Vietnam. Dude, he's a car tuber. No, I don't know who that is. Dental work's very good here. It's super cheap. People come here just to get dental work done. They like plan their vacation around getting dental work done here. It's like cheap, dude. Like I think I need a replacement tooth. I'll do eventually. I think it's like $200 instead of like 1,200 back home. Have you gone to Nha Trang yet? How bad's the sun? I wear sunscreen, but the sun can be bad. I have not been to Nha Trang yet. I have been to Nha Trang previous visits, but I haven't been since I've been living here. I'm looking for white. I don't know. New life every day. It's probably like any Asian country, any race in Vietnam. Switzerland is that you experience. Just little stuff, little things. Nothing too big. Coming from the jokes. Okay. Yeah, no problem. I'm trying to answer everybody's stuff here. So again, if I miss it, Mr. Savory, give your YRC 25K to me, and I'll show you how to invest it. Is your apartment cheaper now? I'm working on getting it reduced, but even if they don't reduce it, I'll just move out. Any collab with Kyle? I don't know who that is. I don't collab with anybody. I'll never collaborate with anyone ever again. You want to meet at the McDonald's near Bentham Market Friday morning? Probably do that. Send me an email, fatandbroke1@gmail.com. Thank you, Carolina. Have you been to Da Nang? I almost went to Da Nang before the second outbreak. How to prove your degree? Do you have to bring it? You can just, make a degree if you know how to Photoshop. What district is the bus? Oh heck, I might get my teeth whitened down in Ho Chi Minh. How much that? Probably not much, less than $50, $100. I don't know. What's up, Frank the Tank? Frank, not our Frank. That's Frank Ibiza. He comes from Twitch, fam. He's a top commenter. He's a nice dude. We love Frank. I'm 40 years decent savings. Any chance I will meet a 20? Yeah, you can meet a 25-year-old girl, but why would you want a 25-year-old girl when you're 48, man? I would go for the 30 to 35-year-old girl. 10 years max is my general rule of thumb. Nah, Twitch. We ain't gonna get Twitch back. 25K. How would I do 25K? I would, for one, put it in the savings. Yeah, Wynn's the only person you'll see on my video. I would make videos with Frank. I have a couple other friends that dabble on play on YouTube that I would make videos with just because I like them personally. Yeah, I'm not into 18-year-old girls. I mean, maybe it's probably at 32, I wouldn't be into an 18-year-old girl either. What does your girlfriend do for a job? She's an accountant. I'm not going to answer the other two questions. Yes, she lives with me. Am I visible to you guys? Yes, you're visible. 10K saving. Can I meet an 18-year-old? Why do you want to meet an 18-year-old girl? Frank is in Texas. My Frank, the tank. Frank Tank. Ibiza? Fuck, I forget where Ibiza's at. I know this too. He'll answer. I can break my lease because in my lease it says if there's a natural disaster, which the COVID virus is, that I can amicably leave. Yeah, he's in Belgium. That's what I thought. 29. Rule of thumb is half your age plus 9. I just, word of advice. What a fucking goof, bud. What a goof. Old dudes have always looked for younger women. Yeah, that's never been my thing. If I was, I just think 10 years is where you should be. I have no desire to date an 18-year-old girl or a 19-year-old girl. Yeah, my sister lives in Venice. She tells me about it all the time. But I can get out of my lease. Would you buy a house that costs? I've owned houses before. They're fucking. They caught bust out another 1,000 every month. Something's always breaking. It's a bit overrated. Everybody always wants to own. Everyone wants to own a house, but it's not all that great. Yeah, I saw Joe Rogan's moving to Austin. Service department did in Ho Chi Minh in the American districts, Quan One, D2, and D7. They're all gonna have a lease. It's impossible not to get a lease. Elon Musk fled too. Joe Rogan is the man. Yeah, I watched. I was just watching the podcast with the musician. What the fuck's his name? The newest JRE before I got on here. I'm not going to talk about that other guy, but he may or may not have went on a forum and talked about how he found a girl that doesn't believe in feminism, that stays at home and does the chores and cleans up and lots of not cool things. So yeah, the David Blaine one. Actually, I came here not looking for a girlfriend at all. I was just trying to travel all around and cheaply live. Girlfriend was not on my like list. I just happened to meet Win and we got along really well and still do. So I just got lucky. If you can find an apartment with no lease, you get down on the mac and cheese. Yeah, I'm really good at mac and cheese. That's one of my things. Why is it sketch? Cleopatra launched 1,000 ships and started a war. Thailand, which is better? That's a personal choice. That mac and cheese looked really good. Thanks, man. Plan to get married with Win? Yes. Wedding date won't be. Yeah, sexpats. There's lots of sexpats here. I mean, people have called me a sexpat, which is entertaining as shit. But yeah, there's people come here. Sexpats come here like they'll save up. They'll have a job in America and they'll save up for like their 1 month vacation. Just come here and just bang out hookers. Like they'll spend all their money and then go back home, and then save up for another year and go to like Thailand next after that. Like all the why savings is not a business. Maybe a better question would be the type of business we work for American. Hasn't even 20 again. Thanks for your business is unstable with the COVID. You know, restaurants do pretty well if you get a good product and there's expats to get to that product. You know, we're just in tumultuous times for starting a business, in my opinion. I wouldn't even be thinking about starting a business for a year or two, probably. Time. How much would it cost to open a gym? Gyms are, you could probably do it pretty cheap, but gyms come and go real quick here. I've seen gyms come and go. Gyms literally have a quick turnover rate here. Yeah, Wandering Wolf, I don't know about 99.9%. You've got to have a good product. You've got to have a good team, you know, and you've got to have someone, especially in Vietnam, you've got to have someone you can trust because they've got to do all the paperwork for you and figure all this shit out. Or you're going to pay some agency a bunch of fees to do it. You cannot really own the business. You can own the business. There's a weird way to do it. I'll do a video on it. It's too much to explain on here. Do you want to get into organic produce with me? Email me at my email and we'll talk. I agree with Mr. Wolf's opinion on the business idea. I just wouldn't think about doing a business for a year or two, guys. I would seriously hold off on that, and it's hard. You know, I have a friend that has a business now. He has a restaurant here, and they struggle with the COVID thing. If there's no COVID and there's tourists, they do okay. They do fine, but you never know when something like this can happen. So I have to do a lot of research on that, but I will do a video. Prostitution may, I've never seen a prostitute get, and the biz died days ago. Open a burger cart in D3. I mean, D3 wouldn't be the best area for a burger cart, but yeah, I don't see a burger cart doing well right now. But I did have two businesses, a bar and an English school. English school does well. If you do the English school right, and even a bar, you know, hey, how much, you know how much land costs there? I do not know exactly how much land costs. But I mean, I know in Vung Tau, it's like 20K for, you know, a pretty big plot where you can build pretty close to the ocean. I think 20, 30K me and Winnie were looking at. But I don't really enjoy Vung Tau that much. First time probably Thailand's all right. But as far as prostitution and hookers go here, they're everywhere. It's super popular. That's all Japantown is when you go walk internally. All those massage ladies, those aren't massage ladies. Yeah, no problem. I'm trying to answer everybody's. Are YouTube videos your main source of income? Yes, they are. I used to have an IT business that I made money off of each month, and that company has now gone under from COVID, my main contract there that really paid the bills. So, I mean, even karaoke, you can pay girls to come into the room. It's everywhere. Prostitution runs rampant here. Anyone that says that it's not here is insane. The lot's probably the same price. You know, actually, Mike J, that's crazy. I was going to shoot that video today. So, yeah, you better believe it. I was going to go back there and walk around and show all the restaurants and shit there. Crazy. We're on the same page. My wife's family lives. Vung Tau just wasn't for me. It seems a lot of the if you get stationed there from the States and Japan, a lot of those guys stay and get married. I think Eric Surf Six, one of my favorite guys, he did that. I think he was in the Army or Navy, and then he married a Japanese wife, and now he's a successful YouTuber. Are you making enough to live in Vietnam from YouTube? Just enough, yeah. Internet, it's also cheap. Like I've set up an IT business here, and that's what I do. I set up networks and entire things, but I get underbid by like 80% on everything. So it's super cheap work here, and they know how to do it. The reason why teaching pays here, I'll say it again, is teaching's the best job here is because Vietnamese don't know English, so they can't hire Vietnamese and have them cheaply do it. Any other job where Vietnamese knows how to do it, they will literally get hired for like $6 to $10 an hour, no problem, and they'll work it. Yeah, you can live really cheap, 200, 300, $400 a month as a local at the end of the year. I pay taxes quarterly. I have a tax guy. He does all that shit. Whatever he tells me I gotta pay, I pay. That's a part of the reason why I got fat and broke, is I fucked up. I fucked up my taxes. That was like my nail in my coffin. Now I'm all caught up on that shit, and I have my tax guy take care of everything. Yeah, Eric's awesome. I think Eric could have much more success with his channel if he just didn't do food. But he's following that, like, I have to do one lane, and my one lane is just food. Which I think a lot of YouTubers make this mistake of doing just this one thing all the time. We return back to what it was if a vaccine is found. No, I think they want to collect taxes. Vietnam's whole thing is to collect taxes. Did you buy a one-way ticket? Yes, of course. Nice sideburns, thank you. Teaching. I don't know, Ice Hollywood. I would never have sex with someone without a condom in Thailand or Vietnam. Well, good night. See you next video. Thank you, Carolina, for watching. If so, what kind of products do they sell? Have you been to Cambodia? Yes, I have. What do you think it's east? I think Japan pays pretty well. I would go on over to what kind of lifestyle can you have in Ho Chi Minh for 1K a month and 2K? 1K a month, you can get by. 2K a month, you can do whatever you want pretty much, as long as you don't go too crazy. Do you renew? I renew my visa every 90 days currently. Oh, home brand knows. I was gonna send him on over to Big Boy. Tikio Sam. But home brand seems like he knows. What's the average pay in Japan? And I know Japan for sure you have to have a TEFL and a college degree to teach. I don't think you can fake that shit like you can here in Vietnam. Correct me if I'm wrong. What's the thing you miss most? What is the thing you miss most not living in the USA? I liked having a car. I'm into cars, so I always had a fast, usually a JDM car. Just curious, when you arrived, I had a one-way ticket and I had a 1-year tourist visa with the stamp needing redone every 90 days. Now the stamp needs redone every 30 days, even on a 1-year visa. I don't have a problem with Thailand. I just prefer Vietnam over Thailand. Viet and U.S. taxes. Yeah, the Viet taxes. Yes, I pay both. I have a person for each one of those things. I have no problem with Thailand. I wouldn't want to live in Thailand. It's too touristy for me in most cities, and they're always trying to sell you something. Is there any active? I'm sure there is. 3000 GT is a cool car. It's a little bit too heavy for me. If I lived in Japan, I'd buy an Evo 4 or 5, without a doubt, and make it like a nice little project car. I know so much about the 4G. I've worked on so many 4Gs, so it was just natural to me as well. I'm sure there's active expat communities. I don't really hunt that stuff down. If I meet someone naturally that's an expat, then that's fine, but I don't go like hunting for a community to hang out with other white people. But I understand why some people like to do that. I'm a loner type of guy. I gotta get some more water. I'm like a lone wolf type guy too. Like I can have fun by myself. I enjoy going out by myself. I like hanging out with me or Winnie. So yes, I have a Vietnam driver's license. It expired when my visa expired. So as soon as I get like a longer term visa, like one that's a year after I get the work permit, I'll then renew my driver's license. And the driver's license lasts as long as your visa does. So say if you get a 1-year travel visa, tourism visa, you can go and get the license. It's $80K, and it lasts as long as your visa does. I'm refilling the water. I'm a big extrovert, but like I don't need to hang out with a bunch of expats. It's $10 to redo the stamp, and you don't do a border run. You just go to the local visa department. No, I drink out of the tap. All the ice is tap water, and I even drink water out of the tap. Never had a problem. TG Instant, are you good or are you bad? Like, what are you trying to do here, man? I've kind of been noticing your comments are a little meh. I have a visa and I have a driver's license. It lasts as long as your visa does. No border run, but it's still a pain every 30 days. And you get a big penalty if you go over 30 days, and they can even ask you to then do a border run if you go significantly past the 30 days. No lunch? You know I don't eat lunch, sweetheart. You forgot your lunch again. I never get stopped by the police because I drive literally like an old woman, and I never look at them. How to get Vietnamese drivers? It's in Vietnamese, so you have to have a Vietnamese friend that translate the paperwork. Winnie's in here now. Winnie, explain the driver's license. I get sick. I get sick off food sometimes. I've been food poisoned maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 times in a year and 3 months. Any idea how much a personal trainer? I can ask. There'll be a lady down there. She knows English when I get to the gym at 1 that will inform me. I can ask her. Twitch, what rule did you violate? We violated a rule and we appealed to it. Nothing else we can really do. I'm not going to get back on Twitch, so they're not going to let me back on, so who really cares? AAA International download didn't work anymore. I don't know what that means. I get the runs whenever I will, doesn't matter where. Speaking of that, you're sick from food in Thailand. I've gotten sick once or twice in Thailand from food. How often can you withdraw the 5%? I don't know. I'll ask Winnie and find out. I did achieve my financial goal. I'm just about to leave when I get. Oof, home brand rules. Damn. Um, I would not be a teacher. I would maybe do private tutoring once or twice a week. We're I'm making just enough on YouTube, and if I did get Twitch back, then I make more than enough with the two to pay the bills. Winnie has no desire to vlog an episode by herself. I've asked her many times. That's not what she wants to do. So, not much we can do there. She's cool enough to just be on the videos, so I'm happy with that. Thank you. Yeah, Wynn's already got a job anyways. YouTube's my job. That's why you see shit tons of content come out of my channel. I mean, way more than any other YouTuber I know of that's actually making new original content. A video or two a day is pretty good. I didn't lose anything because I have never really had anything to lose. You couldn't pay me to ride a motorcycle with flip flops, ever, or a scooter or anything. Flip flops have no business on a motorized vehicle with two wheels. Most of the teachers here I've met are complete alcoholics, sex pats. I probably wouldn't do a sponsorship. Thanks, Ice Boy. I would do a sponsorship. Very few companies I'd do a sponsorship from. Cambodia is the shit. What do you like about Cambodia? Would you say that you put in more than 40 hours a week? Right on that. I work probably about 40 hours because a lot of people think it's just me filming. And you got to realize, like, 1 out of 3 videos never make it to YouTube or anywhere. What's up, Thomas? I mean, most of the teachers I met, I don't want to generalize again, but most of the teachers I've met are raging alcoholics, just like myself. Like raging ragers. Like right to the bar right after work. Editing doesn't take me that long because I'm more raw. It's coming up with a concept. Like, so when I do a Streets of Saigon vlog, I have to talk to my head for an hour pre-hand to just figure out what I'm going to talk about. Editing software. If you have an Apple, iMovie's super easy and fast to use. For the camera, the Sony X3000 is awesome. Yeah, I know 4, and they're all super heavy alcoholics. And then I know one that isn't. I know a girl that is like a librarian and makes good money. And she drinks on the weekends, but not every day. We can look up Eric Mealtime. I know how to read the Social Blade statistics, so we can just kind of try to figure out what he makes there. Hold on. Surf 6. Let's see what it says here. He's got a B. Wow, it's crazy. He's got a B. I got a B minus. His subscriber count's way down, and his views are way down. I don't know what's going on with that. His views are down 42%. His subscribers are down 75% from the month. I get as many subscribers as he does in a month. That's crazy. He's making somewhere around 2,000 to 3,000 a month off his videos. Yo, what's up? Can I teach while drinking? Probably. So he makes probably 2,000 to 3,000, maybe sometimes on a good month 4,000. What's up, Kimchi? I have a challenge for you. Okay, sure. Are you on YouTube full time now? Haven't seen you on Twitch. Yeah, my Twitch got pulled. I got banned, perma-banned. Hotel festival for a night out with the bros. No worries, dude. You don't have to give any money. Just hit the like button and subscribe. But yeah, so he could potentially make up to 50, 60K a year. But I don't see him being on that high side. He's probably more around the 2,000 to 3,000 a month. Can I buy you a new hat? How much is that? This hat was $100K, $4. San Luis Obispo. I love San Luis, actually. It's a cool little place to just go and chill out for a little bit. Your girlfriend is so sweet. Yes, she is. Also, for a new hat. Thanks, dude. All the hookers, great food, great atmosphere from people and beautiful land. I'm not into hookers. Do you follow or watch Vietnam Meets Dustin? No, I have no idea what that is. I watch Metal Jesus Rocks, Eric Surf 6, Kid Short Oaken, TKO Sam sometimes. What else? I don't watch Harold anymore. He's gotten mundane. I'll watch Bald and Bankrupt if he uploads something. What else? That's really it right now. You should avoid profanity. Nah. I cuss, man. I try, but that's not going to be possible. Was Eric Miltown the guy you referenced who focuses only on food and restaurants? He's not in Vietnam. He's in Tokyo. But yeah, he just does food reviews. No, I don't blaze. Yes, it does. Eric Surf 6. I looked it up. Adam, no, I don't watch any of that shit. I don't know who Only in Japan is. I don't mind. People can say whatever they want. I don't take things personal. No, I don't watch any Thai vloggers. Good luck with your YouTube career. It looks like you will do well. Thanks, man. Smoking ride. I got a job with Vietnam commissioner, but it's a whole because of COVID. That's a pretty good job, man. That would be great. Trump or Biden? I'm not going to vote for a guy that doesn't know his sister from his wife or what state he's in or can't even form a sentence half the time. I moved here with $3,000. Do you have a Hooters there? No, not that I know of. Not that I know of. Does your mom get mad making videos in her kitchen? I find it odd he makes that little. I mean, I only make around, I don't make much, but 4 to 5K, you'd have to be at about a million and you'd have to put out content with a lot of ads. I don't know what Eric's Patreon is though. Like, we have to add in his Patreon. I don't know if he publicly shows how much he makes off Patreon, but I imagine that dude makes $1,000 minimum off his Patreon because he plugs Patreon big time. So with the two, he could potentially make $5,000 a month off of it. And then he's got to pay for his kid's college that's in America. I don't know where the second kid's going to go, but they're going to have to pay for his college too. Anyone vlogging in Thailand these days can make money. It's really amazing. Wow, thanks for the $20, man. Have a good night, bro. Sleep well. Have you been to Marcel's Gourmet Burger? I don't like Marcel's. It's too thick of a patty. I like those fucking fries though. Them fries are some of the best fries. What made you decide to shave your head? Are you planning to have kids maybe one day? Shave your fave like that? What's face? Face? My face? I've had this since I've been like 15. I don't like Marcel's Burger. It's too thick. Love Southeast Asia is a huge brothel. Well, that's a pretty blanketed statement. I imagine I can make around $2,000 a month just off of ad revenue if I have 100,000 subscribers. Is my guess. Um, I understand what Winston and Sea Milk are doing though. So I don't watch all of it because I get the point. I was a big protester in Hong Kong, so I know how China is. And I've traveled in China before when I was younger. So, I understand what they're saying. Yeah, I would like to see them do other content and not so much flow on the negative thing. And the worthless whip things is totally boring to me, so I have no million subscribers. His stats are way down though. I just looked at his stats. He's like, let's look at his stats right now. He's 43% down in views, and he's 75% down in subscribers for some reason. Which happens. I have the same dip actually. I think YouTube hasn't said it yet, but I think something fucked up in early July with their stats and measuring. Like by the way, your shirt's unbuttoned. Yeah, why does it need to be buttoned? I don't wear shirts buttoned. China blogs are death. I mean, they're just. I would just like to see other things. Thailand. I heard Thailand's going through some crazy shit right now, right? Like protesting because they want democracy. They're protesting for democracy, as far as I read it. My Hong Kong friends are telling me about it. Same thing as Hong Kong was. They want democracy. They want a right to a fair, legal government. Hopefully, the $20 can buy some shirts. Why, this shirt's brand new? 'Cause I've worn it like 3 times. I don't button my shirts up though. Look how ridiculous I look with that. I care about all places. I hope everyone has this bodybuilding supplement, protein powder, expensive or hard to get. No, there's entire stores dedicated to it. How do you make a living off of YouTube? Sounds good, man. On your scooter there, I'm impressed how people are able to avoid hitting each other. Respects. It's a misconception that people avoid each other here. We covered it earlier in the stream. The leading cause of death is motorbike accidents in Vietnam. 17 people a day die in Ho Chi Minh City alone from motorbike crashes. So it may look like that. They're doing this crazy, awesome dance of crazy driving, but it really, I've seen like 15 accidents, no less, with my own eyes. I've seen dudes get completely fucked up on low speed scooter crashes. Taipei's cool, man. I find Taipei a bit boring. Why Twitch ban? We've gone over that before. I'm not going to cover it again, Ice. A million views isn't a guarantee of $3,000. Vespa. I have a great motorbike. I don't need any other motorbike. Yeah, I think it's super sustainable for long term because once I'm big, people will go back and watch all my old videos. I think it's completely sustainable. I think once I hit 100,000, it'll just take off from there, and then they'll start recommending and suggesting my videos for stuff, and then it'll just go. Are there places to learn to ride a scooter if you don't know how to? I would recommend learning how to ride in your country of origin before coming here and significantly take a motorcycle training class and learn how to do a bike. This is not the place where you want to learn to do. Yo, James, thanks, man. Thanks for all the support lately, dude. You've been a real OG. Thanks, bro. Much love, my friend. 20K? Yeah, you're good to go. I just came with 2,600. Pogger. We got some Twitch shit. It's only if you get deplatformed. Well, we don't do anything to get deplatformed down here, so I keep it, pretty much PG-13 besides for cussing. I have no desire to go to Cambodia right now. I will do once things are open and COVID's over and I can travel. I'll be going to Japan for maybe a month or two, and then from Japan, I think I'll go to Korea, Seoul. I don't know. I don't know. That's probably a year from now. So all the content's going to be Vietnam. We're going to travel all over Vietnam once they've reopened up again here. Yeah, I mean, Bald got there quicker because I'm going to be real honest. Bald put out better content than me right off the gate. The dude knows how to talk perfectly. He knew other languages and he went to crazy places right out of the gate, dude. The dude came up with a stellar plan of to get his shit launched. And then he had Harold, pushing them, and I think Harold had 500, 600,000 subs on. So I mean, yeah, he did great. You think a motorcycle in your own country before coming? I would get a motorcycle license in your own country before coming here, or you're gonna get in an accident. You can hop on a scooter. You almost have an 85% chance of crashing, though. Nothing's changed, Alejandro, from my last CCP virus update. Just a few more deaths of old people. Awesome. I'm glad it was recommended. Do you make money besides YouTube there? No. Correct. Tun Mai is correct. I just read this article. That's why I know about the motorcycle deaths, because I just read it this morning. The whole thing, top to bottom. Another lady, or another guy, a Russian guy in Vung, Nha Trang, a Russian guy in Nha Trang got killed this morning. Truck just hit him, and the truck kept going. The truck went 200 more meters after running him over. Good or bad after COVID? If tourists are here, it's good. I had a friend that did that. That did Airbnb condos, and he did good until COVID came. Grab taxi. I would take a car as much as possible here. Wins at work. That's that $2,000 deposit thing just to get to a country. No, I'm not doing that. Are the Vietnamese sympathetic about mental health issues such as depression or bipolar disease? Nobody's talking about that. So I mean that even America doesn't talk about that shit. Yeah. If you haven't ridden a bike before, this is not the place to learn. You need to practice. I would take a course. I would take a motorcycle safety course. Motorcycles are tough to handle in a situation if you don't have guidance or have time under your belt. I've been riding bikes for 20 years, 21 years, and I've had 15 different motorcycles, all the way from 600cc all the way up to the fastest sports bikes with 1200cc's. She's an accountant. Yeah. Cambodia, I want to go spend some time there. So we'll go to Cambodia eventually. Thank you, David G. We're gonna end here and yeah, we're gonna end here in about 8 minutes. I gotta get to the gym. Then I gotta run, and then I gotta go make videos. I mean, you could get lucky and not getting a wreck for your first time out. Has your girlfriend's family accepted you? Oh, of course. Oh, you probably haven't seen any of it. On Twitch, I would live stream at their house all the time. No, I have not. Well, Jordan wants out of the USA. I feel you, brother. Yeah, USA is just going to be, it's going to continue to be a bad scene for COVID. Intermittent fasting, you can just start with 16 hours. You can just not eat. You know, the way I would do it if I'm first doing intermittent fasting, if you're like a newbie to it, skip breakfast, skip lunch at lunchtime, have your first meal at around 2 or 3 p.m. Make it super low carb. Have your last meal at around 6 or 7. And then do that every day. And then you're intermittent fasting. And you'll just see, especially since it's your first time, you'll just see the weight start to come off. Oh, Pizza Logic. Ooh, Pizza Logic's got the cheap food today. I think there are flights here. I know people that have already gotten in the past 30 days on expert visas here. So there are flights. Mark Freeland, you're 100% correct. That is what Ho Chi Minh wants to be actually, is Singapore. It'll just never clean up though. It'll never be clean. They'll never get rid of the trash and they'll never get rid of smoking. But I have a strong sense that they'll try to get rid of motorbikes in like 10 years. It'll be just like more like China. It's going to be more like Shenzhen, is my guess. More and more Shenzhen. Experts can get in, correct. Yes, I have US credit cards. Yes, I've been to China. There's no difference if Winnie's in a video or not. Early 2021 was very possible without the second wave. It depends on how the second wave's handled. I would still go for summer 2021 for travel. Keto Crocs, correct. If you can do it, you do a 3 day fast and then you're just knocked into keto. After 2 days, you're actually in keto. You'll get keto flu. You'll get real thirsty. That's your first signs you're getting into keto. You'll be extremely thirsty and you'll get like lightheaded. So that's how you know you're jamming into keto. No collabs. And approved for, you're gonna drop 15 stacks to live in Thailand? Isn't it like 15 stacks for that thing? Sam's Club review. Awesome. Glad you liked it. Yeah, US I can't speak too much about. But I can speak on Vietnam and what they're gonna do. And they're most likely not gonna open up travel until that country has it contained. Have you been to the small town Mytho? No, I haven't. 16, that's insane. It's National Park. I need more water, guys. I'm on like my eighth cup of water today. We're on a gimbal. We've been on the gimbal the whole time. It's perfectly balanced. Balancing this gimbal is a bitch. It takes about 5 minutes. Many Vietnamese think that the motorbikes crashes aren't that big of a deal. And nobody dies from them. They'll often comment in like my moto vlogs. They'll be like, "They're super low speed. They're at like 10 kilometers per hour. You just get some scratches and pick up your bike and go." Dong is very easy. So 100K is $4, and you can just learn the entire thing that way. If you know 100K is $4, you're good to go. You figured out Dong. People offer to give me the meal for free, but I always pay. I've never let someone give me a free meal. I don't know what Eric does. Sony has the wide angle lens. I am getting a GoPro 8 for the motorcycle though, so I can wear my full helmet and then I'll run a microphone inside the helmet. 5 more minutes and then we gotta go. When does the GoPro 9 come out? I can just wait because I mean I don't have to have it, and I have to wait till I can afford it anyways. I'm at that age where I don't need much shit anymore, so that does me well for my pocket because like I don't need to have the best and newest thing. Like I'm not in that lane anymore. I'm fine with a 7-year-old laptop if it works. I tried to tell my sister to get out of America before COVID. She was lax on it, and so especially LA. I told her to leave LA when COVID hit. I'm like, just move now. Does Win want to have children? I'm sure we'll have children. Indian cooking food. I can try one. I've never made. I could try making butter chicken. I'm good at making shit with butter. So yeah, maybe we'll try doing butter chicken. I am gonna do a review at Baba's though. The anti-mask thing is insane. You can run. I can run 5 miles with a mask on. By the way, there's no problem breathing in a mask. I don't know where. I don't know where it got to like I really like Cassidy Campbell. He's another YouTuber I used to watch, but I'm almost never gonna watch him again because he like doesn't believe in the mask, and he's like one of these guys that doesn't think like COVID's a big deal, like Brandon Dumbshit Schaub and Brian Callen that didn't think it was real, and they went and did a comedy tour, and they both got COVID. So I mean, I don't understand that mindset. It's really weird to me. That's why Vietnam and a lot of Asian countries have done so well on this. They said put a mask on and social distance. Guess what? We put a mask on and social distance. So it's not that hard. The thing, it's not hard to wear a mask. You get totally used to it after like a few weeks too. Oh, Brian Callen's done. He's done. He ain't making a comeback from that. That's the problem though. Is it just takes one person to come out and say something, and you're done. He's done though. I agree with Brian Callen. Yeah, Brian Callen's not going to be around anymore. He's completely canceled. Him and Chris D'Elia are going to be hanging out together, 100%. I like how Schaub starts crying almost about Chris D'Elia, but then when it's Callen, it's so weird. They're so fake. Like I hate Schaub too. I don't hate him, but I don't want to watch any shit Schaub's on either. Schaub and Callen can go away into the night, and I won't be sad. Not even a little. I like Segura, Bert Kreischer, you know, Joe Rogan. I don't find Joe Rogan's stand up funny, but I like his podcast. Christina Pazitsky, Tiger Belly, Bobby Lee, Andrew Santino. I like all those guys. Bad Friends is a fucking amazing podcast if you haven't seen it. Yeah, they have casinos. I've been wearing a mask since day one. You tell me to wear a mask, I fucking wear the mask. Period. I've seen her in real life. She's not as hot as you would think. She is hot, but like she's not like oh my god hot. She looks like a traditional like Vietnamese island girl. Common mistakes when I first moved. Tech 1250. 5 things not to do in Saigon. It's a video I just put out a week ago. I recommend watch it, and that covers it all. I run with a mask on the whole time. 5 miles usually. If Brian Callen was smart, he already made large investments in like Tesla stock and Apple stock. If he made investments properly with the money he made, he should be fine for life. Granted, maybe it won't be at the same lifestyle he was pre his cancellation, but you know what I'm saying. Bobby Lee's girlfriend. I don't know what's going to happen with Bobby Lee and Kalila. I think they're going to stick it out. Yeah, Ellie, they're certainly not afraid to get in an accident. I don't think Kalila's a gold digger either. Yeah, I wouldn't wear a mask in my car alone. I would probably though, if I was in my car, this is what I would do. For real. Is I would do this. I would just have it like this. Because this is no big deal. This is no inconvenience. I think they have a weird relationship of, they both had child abuse, so they bond on that. People like that tend to bond on that experience, and it can be a pretty much unbreakable bond. Like two former heroin addicts will often, like that have recovered and aren't going to relapse, often can stay together for like ever because they feel they share this bond that's, unbreakable because they've gone through the same trauma type of ordeal. Yeah, Bobby would fall apart with her. He relapsed last year when his dad died. He would relapse immediately if she left him. He's one of the funniest motherfuckers in the world, though. See, I'm sure I'll get into an accident, but I'm going so slow. I shouldn't break anything. And I give myself such a window to see everything. And I set my mirrors properly. So if I'm at a light, I'm looking back. I'm looking to see if there's a bus that's brakes have gone out, or a semi that isn't, or a box truck that's driving like a nut. So I can just drop the bike and just run off to the side, which I have done before. Not here, but I've had an experience like that before. So I'm just super hyper aware of everything. I've been in enough motorbike accidents that were my own fault. So yeah, Bobby Lee is a fantastic comedian. I don't know why like Netflix never offered him a special. Very very odd. Tom Segura is funny as shit too, man. His stand up special, Ball Hogs, is fucking out of this world. Ali Wong, that shit can make me laugh. That Ali Wong special where she got the herpes and she gave herpes to her man so that she knew she could keep him in through the herpes. One of the greatest bits ever. It is if you haven't seen it, I think it's her first stand up special. It is like a bit that kills. See you later, Teresa. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the continued support. I think you're safe around the bike there with all the other bikes, though. We're here around all the other cars. Ali should go on Rogan's podcast. She hasn't done it. Well, there was a question on here that didn't show up on the laptop. Weird. When you talk about bike dangers, they're mostly out of the city where there's shitty roads and truckers. City is dangerous, and the rural roads are even more dangerous. All right, 2 minutes. So ask your last 2 minute questions. I gotta get ready for the gym and go to the gym, and then go for a run and then shoot YouTube. This has been a great stream. We've had all the way up to 120 people. Can't say. Oh, who's Musty? How you been, bro? Chest day. No, today is going to be deadlifts, squats. I have to do lightweight because I have a bad hip. My left hip is really bad. It needs like a replacement. So I can't do heavy weights, but I still do them. If you haven't seen the Ali Wong herpes bit, it's amazing. It's just fucking fall on the floor funny. No worries, Ellie. So yeah, and then it's leg day. It's leg day. No worries, guys. So we're wrapping down in the last 30 seconds here. What's your advice for a 22-year-old boy, 22-year-old with 25K saved who wants to travel? Now's the time to travel, man. After COVID, set up shop and go traveling, man. Don't be frivolous with your money. You know, act like you don't have 25K. Yeah, there's nowhere to do kettlebells. I would have to buy a bunch of equipment for kettlebells, man. I used kettlebells a lot. I have perfect form keto Crocs. I played football in high school. Miss you too, honey. Go to Mexico for now. Be safe. Have a great day, bro. It's open. I do lightweight too, as I said. So, yeah. I have a bad back too. So, I do very low weights on deadlifts and squats. We're talking like 15 kg on each side. My hip can't take it. My hip starts to like pop out if I go. I can do a lot. I can deadlift shit tons of weight, but you know, my chest is what's been going up the most improvement. I've been having weekly improvement on chest. And my arms are getting pretty strong. I go 5 days a week for an hour, so I mean, I'm going to try to bump it up to 2 if I can manage the time. So, all right, guys. Thanks for watching. Could you imagine a smoker got infected with COVID? Ali Wong. Ali Wong. I recommend watching Ali Wong's first special. It's amazing. Everyone have a good day. Thank you all for the donations. Thank you for watching. We'll do another one of these next week, and we'll do a live stream IRL this week as well. So everyone have a good day, good morning, good afternoon, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out, guys.